How do we cope with watching another brother get choked? When we feel that agitation in our throat, it make us want to get low. I think we purposely provoke because that energy of anger causes sinking of the boat. If we really want to revolt, we should reconsider our vote. Not what we put on the ballot, but what we put in our palate. That food that they label so ain't healthy for us at all. Mickey D's cause genocide to a slow. We petrified to expose our flesh because life is colder, so we told. We attach heavy armor before the doors. Stepped at her, that's kicking the step ladder that moves us close to divinity, that infinite energy that compose the universal orchestra. If you support your organs, then there's resonance, and you can know that truth is more than words can touch. You, my sir, are forged from dust, animated by the breath, lineage of warriors, the third world wars in us. They can throw them borders up, but if your mind is open, you can pour the sustenance that's the sweetest, and that's insight. I ordered lunch. If I ruled the world, then we would move towards the sun. And nobody would ever force a son to turn into the man of the house, because his pops was suffocated with a crowd of people standing around who couldn't do a thing, or there would have been two bodies that back in the ground. I think the storm has come. The clouds are surrounding. We need to build that faith that on command we can break down any mountain. Don't trust the television, many speaking with their bows on their mouth in. Don't ever be too proud of your outfit, cause the naked truth is heard, and it don't matter about how loudly they shouting, or the voice inside is trying to drown out the undeniable facts. Is wondering why we lashing out. Is it really hard to imagine when we was getting them lashes? That trauma trapped in genetic code, but so was the wisdom of those who crafted the pyramid. So let's tap in. Make it happen. Playing the victim role ain't gonna get us far. Look yourself in the eyes like you know you got. We are more than this skin. When it's coming to our essence, every living thing is kin. From the dust we all began, and to the dust we all return. Everybody ends up food that's in the belly of the worms, and then excreted is the soil. What you planning is immortal. Even when they on your neck, don't forget that you are royal. Ethiopia, Kemet and Kush. Real life Wakandas, we can still cite that knowledge. They ain't teaching it in college. Don't rely on the system that profits when we in bondage to help you make forward progress, y'all. It's time for all of the brilliant minds and artists to come together and share our abilities so we all lift. Create a ripple effect wherever we walk, and the mission should be to figure out steps to bring us to sovereignty. Physically, psychologically, and spiritually. The only force we ought to be guided by is the Most High. Don't be fooled by the information from both eyes. Exercise that spiritual vision and fall for no lies. And for those who couldn't breathe, we should cherish every one that we got. You know, these days it's seeming kind of crazy. It's just like back to back to back. But 2020, we're gonna have to go through these obstacles to gain that 2020 sight. And to react in violence is never the way. That's never gonna be the solution. Our system is governed by fear, by people who are in fear. They're not evil, they're fearful, meaning full of fear. And that external government that we have that is full of fear is only a representation of the internal governing system that we have within us that is also governed by fear. So, the true step to liberation, the true step to emancipation begins within you. And clearing out your imagination from all these infatuations about pain and death, and thinking about life, and gaining some breath, gaining some steps toward the heavens. You can get there in a second, maybe even 11. You don't even need a reverend. All you need to do is have some reverence. Hey, hit me up for one-on-one breathwork sessions. Still doing donation based. Love y'all. Peace.